Hey everybody, how's it going? Um, you're getting a live feed today for one simple reason. YouTube is being a doofus. Now the truth is, folks, YouTube really doesn't have a whole lot of people there. We picture it as a place where there's offices and where there's people. There's very few people working there. It's mostly computers. It's mostly computers that run algorithms and all these things. Hey, Kay, how are you, darling? Hi, Dallas. How's it going, sweetheart? So, my problem is everybody's been like, hey, I can't wait for chapter 20. Well, guess what? They restricted the monetization or the ad revenue on my Anne of Green Gables chapter 19. Oh, I hope you're getting over the flu. Drop lots of clear fluids. And my problem is, if they were, the thing is, hey, Maniac, how's it going? Hi, Mary. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you like it. Hi, Rhonda. Okay, so what's going on is yesterday or the day before I uploaded chapter 19 of Anne of Green Gables. And it wasn't until now, you got to remember, folks, my reading channel only has less than 6,000 subscribers. Okay. Hey, Edie, how's it going, my darling? Well, they didn't take it off. They just took off they limited the advertising. Okay. Which means they say it's not advertiser friendly. Well, I get that. Well, I don't really get it when they do it on my Cooking with Cannabis channel. But dude, seriously, Anne of Green friggin' Gables is not advertiser friendly. She's the biggest. Does anybody on this channel not know who Anne of Green Gables is? Like, what is it? They got something against Canadian literature or something? Like, seriously. So I have chapter 20 all uploaded. It was ready to be released last night. No, yesterday afternoon. But guess what? I set it to private to see what they would do. Now they've removed the monetization. They've removed the restriction on chapter 19. Okay. But the problem with that is my stuff is set to, when it's set and scheduled to release, it's understood that it's constantly, like, my upload default is to monetize my videos. Now I try very hard not to put video ads on my books, for the simple reason is I don't necessarily want people to have to skip video ads every time they put on a playlist. So I just put the little, the little one that is an overlay at the bottom. Doesn't bother anybody, right? But I only get in the first, this is how it works. In the first 24 hours of a video's release is when you get the most views. Okay. If they restrict the advertising on that and they go, oh, we made a mistake, ha 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 ha, and put the advertising revenue back on after 24 hours, it's still too late. It's already been viewed and nobody else is going to view it maybe once or twice. So I lose my revenue. It's like, you people are ridiculous. So guess what? I woke up this morning yesterday, or when I uploaded chapter 20 yesterday, they've restricted the revenue. Two videos in a row. What is so restrictive about Anne of Green Gables? It's a children's story. It's an adult story. It's for everybody. I don't get it. And if they think it's not advertiser friendly, they should go to the Canadian, Broadcasting Corporation and look how much money the shows make. Hell, Megan Follows made Anne of Green Gables famous. And now they've done it like 3 times because it's so popular. I don't get it. So that's why you didn't get another chapter today. Sorry. Hate to tell you that, but I can't release them. And this is their way of controlling ad revenue. Okay. They go, oh, she's making too much money. Or this person's uploading more than usual. You know, whatever the computer thinks, something's different. All right. Sometimes I think it reads my mind because I was just thinking, you know, until our half acre, like until spring comes when I start planting seeds and getting ready for the garden and getting a few laying hens and some turkeys, all that stuff, I really have nothing to put forth on our half acre homestead channel. So I've been concentrating more on this channel because it takes a lot more time and effort to do a reading and an editing for this channel than it does for our half acre homestead. But I'm sorry, folks, I love you, but I need to be paid for that. Not by you, by YouTube. It's you know, it's the way it's supposed to work. I mean, last year they had somebody go and shoot up the YouTube corporate office because they were messing with her videos. Well, guess what? I get it. Not that I'd ever do anything like that. That's the problem, Dallas. If I don't put anything up, then my revenue goes down. So they either restrict the ad revenue and I can request a review, and that's all I'm allowed to do is request a manual review. Like this morning, I woke up and they said, "Oh, chapter 19 was reviewed and deemed suitable for all advertisers." Okay, well, what about chapter friggin' 20? Right? And so if they withhold most of the advertising, then I lose money. If I have to wait for them to decide it's worthy, I lose money. Either way, they're pissing me off. And that's just the way it works. It's the point. That's the point, Dallas. I have a chapter ready it's uploaded. I just have to release it. But I won't release it until they monetize it because they're monkeying with me. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I have 3 other chapters read. I just got to edit them. Like I was going to go a video a day until I was going to do a reading a day until things started picking up on our half acre homestead. Then I was going to drop it down, like drop the reading channel back down to 3 readings a week and work, you know, on 2 videos a week because I can only do so many videos a week and I have 3 channels, right? I know, Edie Murray. I know, Edie. It's not just me either. See, for a long time, people didn't talk about how they made money on YouTube. Okay. Because it was one of those things that it was an etiquette thing. You just didn't talk about it unless somebody took you aside, like Noreen did with me. Noreen from Noreen's Kitchen did with me in the beginning and said, "Bev, are you getting paid for those ads? Are you a YouTube verified partner?" And I went, "What? What's that?" All right. So until somebody talks about it, right? And they're constantly changing how, and I honestly think it's because I uploaded 2 videos in a row, 1 for each day, because it's used to me doing 2 to 3 a week. And I did 2 in a row. And it's like, oh, something's changed. We better investigate. And blip, you know, so that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. But that's why you didn't get a video today, and I'm here to tell you about it. I know it's, and I'm sorry, I'm not here to complain. I just, I get frustrated. It's one of those days where I have to go grocery shopping. I absolutely have to go grocery shopping. But my back is bad. Now, I've always had lower back problems, but about, let's see, 2013, when, hi, Chevy. Chevy, do me a favor and email me at mrsvolfie@gmail.com and give me your address, because whoever said that they wanted to send you a bumper sticker never got back to me. But because I said someone wanted to send you a bumper sticker, I'm going to do it anyway. So please send me your email address or your snail mail address at mrsvolfie@gmail.com. and I will send you out your bumper sticker. Okay. Because it's not fair for somebody to get your hopes up and then them bail on you. Right. So anyway, I forgot what I was talking about before that. Oh, right. So about in 2013, when Nan moved an entire apartment into my house, well, let's put it this way. We built her a bedroom, and we had like an apartment downstairs. We had a guest room and all that, and a family room, and there was a little kitchenette and bathroom, so that whenever we went down to watch TV, I didn't have to go up and downstairs, just go to the bathroom or get a cup of tea. And we built Nan a bedroom, and she said, "Can I bring a few personal items like for the bedroom and leave in the bathroom and stuff?" And we said, "Sure." Right? We showed up to a 27-foot moving van. It was an entire apartment. So for those who ask, we didn't build Nan on an apartment. I know it looked that way on video, but we were kind of given, it was dumped on us kind of thing. You send me the slippers, just wondering because they're still not here. What slippers, honey? I'm not sure if we got our wires crossed, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to send. I don't remember saying I was going to send anybody slippers. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Dad Homestead. Oh, hi, Kay. You say I didn't realize that when I skipped an ad, it made a difference. I will never skip another ad. It's funny. It's weird. Okay, it's how long the ads are left to play. If somebody clicks on them, if somebody buys something, clicks on it and buys something, there's different levels. But I mean, I'm not here for the advertising. I'm here for you. But at this point, it's on principle that I'm not releasing that video until they remove the restrictions of Chapter 20 of Anne of Green friggin' Gables. So anyway, I don't know how we got talking about the basement and Nan. Oh, right. So we went to Port Hope to pick up Mom or Leona and her few personal items, and she said, "Oh, I rented a U-Haul van for my dressers and stuff." How we went to pick it up, and when he got back, it was a 27-foot moving van, and it got full. But the problem with that is by the time we got back from Port Hope to Quebec, we had driven down there in the small car, and I was bringing the car back with Leona in it, and Howie was bringing the moving van with Briar. And they didn't block it, Kelly. They just took the monetization off. So anyway, or it's only partial, limited monetization, which means 1 out of every 100 video views will get a video, will get an ad. So when we got here, my back was really going. Now, I have always had lower back problems, but this was a pain I was having in this. You can't see it. Okay, I'll show you. It's right here, right there. And there's a lump there. Now, the reason we have since changed beds, but one of the reasons, okay, so when we drove home from Port Hope, I was driving the Accent, and back then our Accent was a standard. Okay, so you think of me driving 4.5 hours, shifting and clutching and shifting and clutching. No, this is way up, halfway up my rib cage. It's almost, but it's not an inside. Don't say kidney, don't say liver. It's not under my rib cage. It's over my rib cage. So this is a story, right? So we get back here, and this is, hi, Mary Jean. How are you? Okay, Jane. All right. Um, so by the time we got back here, all the stuff was like filling the basement and my upstairs. Like, remember, we didn't have the addition back then. So my dining room, living room was full. You could barely, there was a path you could walk through. There was a couch up against my stove. Okay, you get the idea. And my hallway was full of end tables and dressers and stuff. And my bed was covered with stuff. So I had nowhere to rest my back because it was starting to really bother me. And this was while I was waiting for my medical marijuana to come through. But my doctor had told me to try it because I'm so sensitive to so many drugs that she said there's no sense you doing it or us going through, because back then it was like a 6-month to a year process to get your medical marijuana license. She said there's no sense us going through all of this unless if you react to it. So try it first. So I did. So we got home. I had nowhere. I desperately needed to lay down and rest my back and my legs from driving a standard car for 4.5 hours. But there was nowhere to go. So I sat on the couch in the middle of my kitchen and I lit up a joint. And my mother-in-law said, "Oh, that's just nasty stupidness." And I looked at her and I went, "This is medication. I can't even get to my bed." Right? So later on, about 4 hours later, everything was as much as we could get it down the basement. And I went and laid down. And I'm still kind of suffering from shock that I've got an entire apartment moved into my basement. Right? So I went and laid down. I took a couple of Robaxacet. And when I sat up, I got a Charlie horse in my rib cage, in my upper back. A Charlie horse. Does anybody ever had a Charlie horse? Raise your hand if you've had a Charlie horse. Okay. A cramp so bad that you can't get it out, no matter what you do. You can't move. You can't do anything. So I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. So I took my clothes and I went out to the living room because remember, we didn't have the big living room then, right? It's one of the reasons it got built. Okay. Because there was just no room. There was no TV room downstairs anymore. It had become Nan's TV room. Anyway, so I went out and sat in my wingback chair and I bent over, like I had a shirt on and a bra, like that wasn't easy, but bending over, I went to pull my shorts and my underwear because I, put my feet through both. And I bent over to pull them up because anybody who has back issues knows getting dressed can be very tricky. Okay. I got halfway. I got the underwear and the pants pulled up to my knees. And I got the mother of all Charlie horses in that back. Now there's a lump there and I had it ultrasound and it's only, they said, a fatty tumor, right? But this has never gotten better. It's only gotten gradually worse. So anyway, I'm bent over, halfway sitting up with my hands around my knee, my hands pulling up my underwear at my knees, and I'm screaming. Folks, I have a really high friggin' pain tolerance. But it was so bad, I could barely breathe, and screaming was the only way I could get the wind in my lungs. So Nan said, phone an ambulance. And I ended up going to the hospital with an ambulance. Now, that was 6 years ago. My back is still an issue. And I'll feel a twinge every once in a while, or the way I roll over in bed every once in a while, right? But it's getting worse. Okay. It's getting so that if I get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I sit on the side of my bed and I put my hand on the wall and I lean forward, and when I go to straighten up, my back goes into a Charlie horse on my right side. And it's like, It knocks the wind right out of my lungs. So, this is a really long story, I know. It will make you scream. So anyway, they took me to the hospital in an ambulance because and nothing's more, you're in pain, folks. When the ambulance guys have to come into your house while you're sitting with your underwear around your knees because you can't move. You can't move. So they took me to the hospital, pumped me full of drugs, and then shipped me to another hospital, dimmed the lights, pumped me full of more drugs, and about 3 o'clock in the morning said, okay, you can go home. They never even x-rayed me. They never even x-rayed me. So I've had the tumor or fatty tumor or whatever it is at my side checked, and it was fine, but it's never been right since. It's never been right since. So today is one of those days. Okay. I'm supposed to, now I'm going to probably tell this all over again on my Cooking with Cannabis channel because I'm going to need to medicate shortly here. But I'm going to tell you why. Not even an x-ray, Kay. Not even an x-ray. So when today, it's like I've got just enough milk in the fridge. Oh God, I miss my goats sometimes. I got just enough milk in the fridge for about 3 more cups of tea. No bread because I was going shopping today. I've been baking bread all week, but I thought, I'll get, when I bake bread, it's just plain white bread, but the kind I buy at the store is like heavily multigrain, and I miss it. So Super C in Hull has a really good sale on. Their butter's on for $3 a pound. And I missed the Food Basics sale where it was $2.88 a pound. I was really pissed about that. I would have bought 40 pounds. But when it goes on sale, $3 or less, I usually buy 10 to 20 pounds until it goes on sale. And that lasts me till it goes on sale again. So I'm out of milk. I'm out of butter. I'm out of bread. Okay. The staples, right? God help us if a storm hits. What happened? You lost me. Can you guys still hear me? Has there been a problem? Hi, Mary Jane. I'm glad you're back. Thank you, Chevy. So anyway, so here's my predicament. Howie has to go to Cornwall after work today to pick up a part for Moonshadow. That's our car, our racing car. So my friend, I don't know which stream I talked about, my friend Carolyn, whose husband has terminal cancer, lives near Cornwall. And I really want to see her. I have not seen her in probably 25 years. But I just want to be there for her, right? And her husband. And so Howie said, well, I'm going to Cornwall sometime on Friday. If you want, I'll drop you off. We can meet in Ottawa because Cornwall is in the other direction from here, in Ottawa. So it's faster to go from Ottawa to Cornwall than come all the way home to Quebec and then go to Cornwall. So, excuse me. So he said, what we'll do is you meet me in Ottawa and we'll do the grocery shopping at Food Basics because it's right around the corner from his work. And then we'll go to Cornwall and I will drop you off at your friend's house so you can have a visit with her while I go pick up the part. Sounds perfect, right? Problem is now, all the things I want on sale are on sale at Super C, and Super C is a Quebec store, and so it's in Hull. So I thought, okay, maybe I can go early and I'll get Briar to go with me because he's not working today. Oh, that's another story. Briar, it's a whole other story. Briar has a new job. I can get Briar to go with me because I can't shop a big shopping without help. And that's the long and short of it. But Briar has today off, and he's already got arrangements. He's got something going on for today, so he had to say no. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll just go to Super C and get the butter and the chicken that's on sale, the things that are on sale, the butter, the mushrooms, the chicken kind of thing. And then I'll meet Howie in Ottawa. And I'm thinking, Bev, the mushrooms are on sale for $1. You're going to want like a case of them, right? When I shop and something's on sale, I buy in bulk. Period. Full stop. So I'm thinking, okay, tomato soup's on 3 for $1. And Howie's, as much as we love mushroom soup, Howie's has a favorite of grilled cheese and tomato soup. So I want to buy it by the case. I want to buy the mushrooms by the case. They're tins. Okay. Are you hearing me here? I can't like put this stuff in the cart and then reach down in the cart and lift it back up. You know what I mean? And then go meet Howie in Ottawa and then sit in a vehicle and go all the way to Cornwall and then come home and put groceries away. The way my back is, I can't go shopping with a large shopping without help, and Briar's busy. And Howie says he may not get out of there until 3:00. So I'm stuck with a buggered back right now and not able to medicate. So my only choice right now is to medicate and have Howie bring home a bag of milk, a loaf of bread, and we go shopping tomorrow. But it means I'm going to miss my trip to Cornwall to see Carolyn. And that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart because I so desperately want to be there. Even if it's just for an hour-long cup of tea. You know what I mean? Anyway. Hi, Mississippi Mimi. You came just as I'm getting ready to leave. I know, Kay. I know I'll be in bed for a week. And it's not just a week, okay? My back is going into Charlie horses just standing up from a sitting position on the side of my bed. Okay? What if that happens to me in the middle of the grocery store when I'm lifting a case of canned mushrooms? And I don't have anybody there to help. I can't do it. And this is the reality of physical ill health, fibromyalgia, and getting old. It's so I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to medicate, but it's already afternoon. If I medicate now, I can't drive before 3. So I'm going to get off here and I'm going to phone Howie and see what he's doing. Lent started this week. Yeah, I know. I meant to do so much too. Instead of giving, how they say this is for Catholics, folks. You know how they say give up something, for Lent for 40 days? And I missed Pancake Tuesday. Somebody made a suggestion that all during Lent, keep a garbage bag in your bedroom and every day pick a piece of clothing that you haven't worn in a year and throw it away. And at the end of Lent, give the garbage bag to like St. Vincent de Paul's, or don't ask me to give it to Value Village because they're crooks. So I know we're constantly readjusting our lives. We really are. Oh, we lose an hour on Saturday night. I know. Anyway, I have to go. I have to phone Howard. This is Bev from Reading with Beverly Wolfe, and you will get chapter 20, 21, 22, and 23 as soon as I edit them and as soon as YouTube wakes the hell up and stops limiting the advertising on Anne of Green friggin' Gables. Seriously. Thank you. I love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. I just didn't want, I know I told somebody that I was going to be uploading a lot more, but I had to come on and tell you why it's not happening right now. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, and keep your fingers crossed that they release the monetization on chapter 20, because it's just sitting there waiting for you guys. All right. Take care. God bless. Have a great weekend. Okay.